Alright, hello. Today we are going to be making a tower defense game tutorial. I'm going to call it Lemon Tower Defense game. Lemon Tower Defense because I like lemons. And first of all, I'm just going to check that these are going to work. I'm going to enable that. And I'm going to set this to R6. Yeah, perfect. World, yeah, that's good gravity. I don't need to change that. Anyways, yep, alright, I'm ready. Let's start. So I can go ahead and delete that. First, I'm gonna start in here. I've got like these. Stud. Alright, so here I'm gonna do stud. Stud. So this is gonna be like my material I use here. Perfect. So kinda what I'm gonna be doing is we're gonna wanna make a little path. So I'm going to make it kinda like how, let me just spawn location. I'm gonna enter that so I know how like the size of this is. Yeah, I'd say that's gonna be good because my character is like really small. Well, like here, like maybe like there you go. Maybe like around this size. I think that seems good. Maybe a little bit bigger. Seems a little too small. Oh, this is like perfect. Alright, so here I'm just gonna go R6 block. There we go. And then this is going to be your size. Of course, you can do your own sizes and like all that. So you can customize these guys. Alright. So here, I'm going to do that. Well, based on the size of him, I think maybe like this would be more suitable. And also, yeah, maybe like that. Yeah, I'd say that's going to look a little bit better. Yeah, it still seems a little bit big for this guy. Probably going to scale him up. 3. Oh yeah, that seems good. Let me check between like player size. So I want them to be tiny, so size 2. Yeah, I kind of like that. So here I'm going to maybe 3. Yeah, I'd say that's good. Just want to kind of line that up with the base plate, make it look nice. Just like that, perfect. And I'm going to change the color here to a dark. And then probably going to change this to kind of like a little green. Yeah, add some transparency one. Get rid of that decal. And collision can glide no. But I want it to be anchored. No, I just unanchored it. There we go. That's like, yeah, that's looking pretty good. So I'm just gonna move that like that. And then I'm also going to have a link to my Discord server in the description. So if you need any help or like feedback on your game, I'll be pretty active on that. So I think I'm gonna do something like that. So I'm trying to not make this too complicated, but this is gonna be like decently, oh no, decently sized map. So just add, I'm gonna do from here. That's gonna be a little easier. There you go, that's gonna be my little path. Actually, can do something like this. Loop it around. And like that. Yeah, I love that. That's awesome. But here I'm just gonna do this. Scale it like that so there's none of the little glitchy materials there. Yeah, that seems good. So I don't like when the material like glitches out like that. So that's gonna be our basic little path. I'm gonna group this, put this. No, wait, I'm gonna put this as, yeah, I'm all. Path. Folder and call this waypoints. This is gonna be our waypoints. Group this as a folder and call this map. Rename grass, why not? And so what we're gonna do is at waypoints, we're gonna wanna add like a spawn location. So here, we're gonna just, yeah, just like that. Move them kind of to the middle, just like as how I want them to kind of spawn, like that. Kind of like that. Now I can just delete this guy. I might use him to make like my enemies and stuff, but make this. I'll give it like, I'm gonna do just studs, classic studs. Now I'm gonna do transparency 0.5. How about that? And then finally set color to green. Of course, this is not all necessary to look good like that. You can just do like invisible, because this is going to be our spawn. So here. Alright. Now, we're gonna get our enemy. Probably shouldn't have gotten rid of that guy. 6 block. And CC, you can just spawn another. Skill 2. Now I'm just gonna make a little enemy here. Alright, here. Now I'm just gonna like body colors, head color. Here's the little noob. Just gonna call this guy noob for now. Gonna redo this later, but just name him noob for now. And then another touch I can even do is just do. So I have these small studs, but it doesn't really look the best like that, so I'm gonna just make it plastic, because then it'll look a little nicer. And here, we don't need that. This is not required. Or is that? We don't need any of these attachments. So, yeah, we're not gonna need that. Yes, that's required though. So here, yeah, I'm just gonna keep the face. And so this is just a little character. You can do this guy however you want. I'm just gonna do noob for now. But then we're gonna wanna add a script in here. And I'm gonna call this move. So but first, we're gonna wanna make our little waypoints. So the waypoints, I think we should just do like little 1 by 1 little studs. And for me, I figured out that they're just gonna touch exactly that wall and then start moving again to the next. So you kind of want to set it kind of like that, so it's slightly off center. So like, also kind of like, for example, like that. Just clone it, put it over here, and then you want to move it back, kind of like that. Oh. You also want to get nice and straight so they'll move correct and not be like really wonky and stuff. So that's one of my tips here. Make sure to get them nice looking. Don't want them to be walking wonky. Yet this is not required at all, and I'm just doing it because I like having my path nice and straight, so they're always gonna walk nice and straight here, but not required at all. Just letting y'all know. You don't have to do it, but it's a tip. So here, I'm gonna name this guy 1. So you're gonna wanna name these in order. So this is again 3, it's the 3rd, 4th, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And boom. Then now you just wanna move these into your waypoints folder you created. And yeah, there you go. So that's gonna be nice. And now all you have to do is like local waypoints folder equals game.workspace.map.waypoints. Then local current is equal to 1. Max waypoint equals hashtag. Alright, so do for index. No, wait, we don't need this. So I can just delete that. Waypoint. Waypoint in pairs. Waypoints folder get children do. No. And do local humanoid equals script.parent.humanoid. Yeah, there we go. And is a base cart. Humanoid move to waypoints folder. So now, and I'm also gonna do humanoid.move to finished. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot that. As you can see, now he's walking, but he's looking kind of lifeless, and you can move him around. Oh wait, I'm moving to anchor everything here. So path, anchor, grass is obviously anchored, or else that would fall to the ground. I'm also gonna do, for the waypoints, you're gonna want to do, I'm gonna set my waypoint transparency 1. Oh, here. I'm gonna keep the spawn visible. Actually, I'm just gonna do everything slightly visible. Can collide, no. Shadow, no, why not? So now, your little new buddy, he's gonna be walking around the place here. Your little buddy. He's just gonna walk on your path. But as you can see, we can kind of send your little enemy here, your little friend, flying. So you might just might want to do the collision group thing. So I'll show you guys how to do that real quick, and then that's gonna be yeah. Oh, and I isn't equal to max waypoint. Alright, so now we're gonna quickly do these. We're gonna quickly do the, what's it called? Collision groups, yeah. So here we're gonna add group, call this enemy, and then we're gonna add another group, player. So here we're gonna make it so player can, so why not? Just make sure that enemies don't collide with enemies, players don't collide with enemies or players, and so on with that. And here, with your enemy, the easy way is just to go in here and just I'm just gonna do that. And you're gonna do collision group, and then you're gonna set this to enemy. And then to get the player to do that too, you're gonna do a script and call it and do game.players.player added connect function player dot character appearance loaded connect function char. There you go. So if you didn't see what I did kind of here, so it's like for I part in pairs char get children. No, I'm gonna do get descendants if part is a base part, then part dot collision group is equal to player, and boom, now you should have a little bit of a working tower defense game. He should now not be able to collide with you. Perfect. And then if you play with 2 people, but there is also going to be a little like issue. There might be like a little jittery effect if when you walk close. Actually, no, that doesn't happen with this guy. Huh. Well, what Roblox used to do is... Alright, anyways, yeah, that's it. And I'll see you in next tutorial. Next tutorial might add animations or towers. Who knows? Or we're also probably going to add module scripts. Anyways, see you guys. And I'll see you next tutorial. Bye bye.